Gentlemen, welcome back to the shop. In our continuing quest to find novel and asinine ways to leave a beautiful corpse, we continue now with not a scumbag offset, but hey buddy. You ever notice your friends never actually call you buddy? It's just a fella who got a job for me to do on the auspices that, well, there's a reciprocity there. Of course, we are monkeys as human beings, and you don't believe me. Just go and watch a group of us. You'll see we have that ingrained reciprocity. So I'm hoping that if I do a favor for Buddy Gnu, that I'll be able to borrow his tractor at some point in the future. So we're going to do some welding. Now remember the kind, folks. Everything in the fab shop is either hot, sharp, or dirty. So you always wear your gloves because you are the softest bag of meat in the shop, unless your gloves are all the way over there in your back pocket. It doesn't look that heavy, but fight the old East Indian shipbreaking yard, it's a little bit awkward. Oh, didn't need that toe anyway. That's the hard part done. Got her out of the house. Well, I've been looking for a Tulsa winch, old hydraulic PTO-driven power takeoff off a transmission, or just a hydraulic winch. And then, you know, I'm not 18 anymore, so I kind of like, before I get kijiji'd, I kind of like a little floor play before I get fucked. So I was chatting with the fella. Yeah, I got a Tulsa winch. It's awesome. It pulls 20,000 pounds. It's connected to an old gin pole truck, a roustabout truck, which is also a fun and novel way to get dead. We'll get one of those eventually. And I kind of thought to myself, you know what? This guy's probably had this truck sitting there for 20 years, already had multiple pokes at her. Why would I want to give myself that kind of headache? So I just went and bought an electric winch right off the shelf, turnkey. Well, sort of turnkey. What we got to do, make a basal platen for this and weld on a hitch so we can jam it into the receiver. I believe the word is hyaw. Of course, I chucked the destructions in the fucket bucket right off the hop. I regret nothing. But now we got to measure once, cut twice, and it'll still be far too short. I got a trick though. Ah, wrong side. Beep, 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 beep. Oh. Ah. Something not right there. It could just be the operator. You know, you sneak one past the budget troll, you splurge once in a while, get yourself a middle of the range, name brand tool, and you figure it'd be half decent. Look at this fucking garbage. Right off the hop. I'm no urologist. It doesn't look right to me. Does it look right to you? Sadly, I don't whip it out enough to know. Drag for slag. Rated 5/8 sever, you be the judge. Although, by looking at the results, I haven't run this ever. But you see, the ratings are more suggestions. You'd be better off cutting 3/8 and below on this. Nothing a little tappy tap tap can't fix. Poof positive. It's not the wand, it's the wizard. This. No talk you. What a piece of fucking junk. I put the big cork stuffer battery in there and it's better. But this just bloody atrocious. The vents, the heat vents are so close to your hand you can't even put any kind of purchase on there because it just burns your hands. This, we knew it was garbage when we took her apart, but... Yeah, I spoke too soon. It's not even garbage. It's not even worth having around. This thing needs to be widlerized. Couple little tacks. Bob's your auntie, well, huh? Do claw! Nothing for it. Gonna have to stick weld it. Oh, for frog snacks. Why does dog hate me? They fell into the local scumbags on their way back from getting some greasy D in my mouth hole. They never got what you want, but it is twice the price. That doesn't even make a sense, and yet I keep going back. Boop. Beep boop. Boop. Beep. Shields down. Too quick on the root. Hurrying in Australian. I go uphill, 7018, 120 amps. Key contact. Spending a little bit more time at the tippy top than at the root. I feel like I was going too fast at the root on the other side. I'm going to go a little bit slower. Putting quite a bit of heat into it. It's kind of melting away. I'm going to have to do a cap pass for sure. Just to make it look pretty for the ladies' auxiliary. YouTube is a demanding mistress. I'm getting a little bit away from me. The slag's building up there. Yeah, you see that slag's not going to come off easy. Now a good weld, the slag will peel right off of there. You hear that went from sizzling bacon to bubbling beans. It's going to be ugly in here. You don't even need to look at it because you heard it. I got her propped up here, so we're going a little bit uphill. If you go downhill, you end up sticking your rod back in the dirty old slag. Hurrying in British. Not good from far, and even worse up close. That's the difference between a weekend warrior and a professional what does it every day. When chasing after a mermaid there, a little bit of porosity. Yeah, too far. Focus, you fuck. And it goes all the way down. So that'd never pass. Well, actually, the sad part is, if you're buying these cheap components, that would pass because nobody's looking at them. Now, is that going to be strong enough? Of course. That ain't going nowhere. So we're only pulling on it with but 17,000 pounds. That's fuck all in a big ship. Case in point, a happy hooker from the usual scumbags, the welds. Straight from the Ritchie Brother auctioneer playbook. Mop and bucket paint job. Now, despite what the welders in the doobly-doo will say, we ain't making a Swiss watch. We're about par for the course. Off now to see where the holes don't line up. Holy spit! We got the Stilton grade of bolts here. Straight from the Big Rock Candy Mountain. And they fit. First time. I hear you in the back row there. Pull those out and show us you didn't embiggen the hole. What's that over there? Almost there. Yeah, clack. No big dongs, no dings, no patings. I call that goo, like a Chinese hot pot. And plenty of it. You whop the weld in there. Now, mind you, there are going to be some Instagram welders, piss-eating contest in the doobly-doo, jumping up and down like a bunch of bull-dyke lesbians at a cock-wagon competition. But the fact of the matter is, as long as there's plenty of meat there, the secret to beautiful welds is thick paint. All right, got her splayed out before us. Going to do a wee tug test on some dead tree carcass. Oh yeah. It helps if you engage the drive. The thing is about these, because there's no indexer, it automatically is going to bulk wrap. But if you can keep a little tension on it, of course, it's going to help you out. That, I don't find that. Those little whirligigs do a lick of good. They're mainly just for aesthetics. Pulling nice and tight. Like it ain't no thing. Bed goes up, bed goes down. She's minty. We're gonna take her for a rip. I got a sea can to move. Thanks for watching. Keep your deck in a vice.